I'm still setting up. We're just getting started here. Duplicate execution. All right. Oh, I got to notify. Notify. Okay, you've all been notified. Oh, I got to turn on my cool light. We can't forget the light. Okay, live. All system, no, not quite. We're still setting up. We got one more thing. I gotta move this window now. It's, there's no room to move this window. It's so, I gotta be so precise. Oh, still I didn't move it enough. And if I hit the wrong button, this thing goes away and the whole live is ruined. Okay. That worked. So now all we gotta do is get our windows aligned. And that is happening. We're successfully getting set up here. And the windows are almost aligned. Okay, I think we're there. Well, let me just, I'm still just kind of working out the details here. Okay. Hey, Jessica, Linz, how are you? Oh, I just moved my phone to the wrong spot. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Oh, no, I just hit the wrong button. No. Okay. So, I'm Seth Hilary. I am here to share some original songs with you and just to hang out. So we can hang out and chat. Scout, how are you? And Billy, how are you? So good to see you. Lily, how are you? Hey, it's so great for you to May, how are you? So good for you to be here. We're just getting started. And I don't even know what song to start with tonight. So if you, oh, and thank you, Catherine, for liking the live. I really appreciate you. I'm so tongue-tied. I can just see like the ring light is reflecting in my guitar. I don't know if that's a bad look or it doesn't matter. You're probably not supposed to know that I'm using a ring light, but at least I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Oh well. So now you know the big secret of the lighting. Lily, thank you for liking the live. Laura, how are you? Now, why am I not seeing the, maybe I have to switch screens here, because I don't see the chat. There's, uh-oh. Okay, I'm switching screens. Voila! Okay. Now, is the chat window here? Yeah, the chat window. See, all the comments and when people come and go, it doesn't always show up in the chat window. Hey, Rice, and Xerox, how are you? I hope I pronounced your name right. Rock, Anna, how are you? Oh yeah, there it is. Lynn, is it Lynn? Leon, Lenny, how are you? So they don't always show up in my chat window. So, but then I have this other window where I can actually see the screen. And there's a chat box in the screen. Ivy and Melly, how are you? And I can see those on the screen in the chat box. Oh, thank you so much. Rice? I hope I pronounced your name right. But thank you so much. You're so nice. You're so sweet. The Everclaw. And if you're enjoying my live, don't forget to please like, share, comment. Leave comments. I know some people, and thank you, Nicole, for liking the live. I know some people have trouble leaving comments. Nicole, how are you? So a lot of people I know have trouble getting, oh, and Arabella, thank you for liking the live. I know a lot of comments aren't going through. We're working on fixing that. We are trying to fix that. It's been an ongoing problem, but please try to leave comments anyway. Usually if you can't leave comments, at least you can leave emojis. So if you say, If you leave some nice emojis, maybe, if you leave a nice comment and I can see it and I'm allowed to pin it, I can only pin it on certain vertical platforms. Hey, like Ember, this is like not the place to promote your own channel. We're here, hopefully, to enjoy my original songs and hang out. Batman, Cade, how's it going? So I have not decided what song to even start with. Maybe I'll just sit here yapping all day. I'm fiddling. I invented this word last time. I'm kind of fiddling on my guitar and I'm yapping away. So I call this yap music. I'm performing yap music right now. But I would love to perform one of my original songs for you. As soon as I decide which one, maybe I'll start off. I don't know if I should start off with the controversial stuff. I haven't been doing as much of that in the last couple of lives. But now my fingers are telling me I should do this song, which may offend some people. But you know what? Even if it offends you, especially if it offends you, you know it's true. He calls it X. I still call it Twitter. Oh, Brianna, thank you for the 14-finger heart. You're so awesome. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the love. He calls it X. I still call it Twitter. Either way, that site has gone into the spitter. Name calling, rage trolling, lies and outright slander. Elon reposting, Nazi propaganda. Lies move at the speed of light. No one cares what's wrong or what's right. People spit out insults to that space. They never say straight to your face. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Take a look at Newsmax, take a look at Fox. The way they talk to us, they think we're dumb as rocks. Non-stop, over the top, poison for the mind. 24/7, all outrage all the time. A creation of malignant dreams. A well-oiled hate machine. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Anti-social. 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 Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. They're fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Oh, I got people spamming me from the platform starting with K. I wish I knew how to block these people. But this happens like every live now. And I get the same message from different users. They're like identical message from different usernames. So I guess they keep getting banned and coming back or something. And if you're enjoying my live, by the way, I'm Seth Hilary. If you're just joining, I am here sharing original songs with you and just hanging out, hopefully spreading some good vibes, preferably exceptional vibes. But if they're just slightly above average vibes, I guess that's pretty good too. And if you want to support me, I have a live goal. That's one excellent way to support me if you can see that live goal. And there are others, including a link that hopefully you can see in my profile or in my bio or whatever. And any support is totally appreciated. And if I didn't say so, please share. And even if I didn't say so, I'm saying it again. please share the live and hit that follow button or subscribe if you are not already following or subscribed. Hey Janelle, how's it going? And thank you, Amelia, for liking the live. I really appreciate you so much. And so I'm Seth Hilary, as I keep repeating, and I guess I have to keep repeating because people are coming and going. But I am here to perform some original songs that you will not hear anywhere else. Only here. This is the only place. Actually, that's not literally true. Brendan, thank you so much for liking the live. That's actually not literally true. I've actually had dozens of songs recorded by independent artists all over the world, actually. And I've had some songs in films and TV, but no like hit songs and no like hit movies. Although, you know, one movie was starring Patrick Swayze. Was actually the last movie he ever did before he left us. Oh, thank you, Janelle, for sharing the live. And Twy, how are you? Tweakle? I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce your name, but thank you. The Haunted Quill is here. So let's see, what should I do next? Again, original songs. Do you know, if you know any of my songs and you have a request? If you don't know any of my songs and you have a type of song, you know what? Since I started out with one of these message songs, I'm going to do another one. This one, well, maybe I should say nothing about it and let the song speak for itself. Although there are some like references in this song that a lot of people, if you don't follow the news really carefully, maybe you won't quite get it, but maybe this will inspire you to maybe look it up. Oh wait, this is the wrong song. I'm looking at the wrong song. You know, I thought I should write a song called Wrong Song because it's a rhyming title. I haven't figured out what it's about yet, but turn on the news. Am I doing this right? No. Okay. Turn on the news. There's endless raging and whining about groomers, elites, and radical thugs coming after us. Somebody's trying real hard to keep us divided, as the haters keep searching for things to make sound scandalous. It's easy to get swept up in this culture war till you see who the outrage machine is really working for. There's a trail to the boss's door. Follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are also power hungry. Who pulls the levers as ever? Follow the money. Owners of private jets get richer and richer, while the Fountain of Fear's favorite party cuts their taxes. Their 5-minute robes made it legal to bribe politicians, 'cause that's really all a super PAC is. Who knows what a super PAC is? It's pay to play like their corporate donors want it. You and me take a backseat to their profits. Follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are also power hungry. Who pulls the levers as ever? Follow the money. They know voters would kick them to the curb if we were watching what they do. So they get us mad and they keep us scared, 'cause they sure don't want us to follow the money. Who gives and what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are also power hungry. Who pulls the levers as ever? Follow the money. Who pulls the levers? Go get her. Follow the money. Now, Dan said, play your first song. I don't know how long ago that comment was, because, I have to watch, I have three different windows. There are 4 windows. I can only watch 3 of them. And there are 2 that I'm spending most of my attention on. And he left this comment on this other window, and I didn't see it, so he may be gone by now. So I don't know if he actually knows the song, because I have many times. I've released, actually, the first song I ever wrote. All the way back in 1983 is actually a single that I rediscovered the song not too long ago, and I did release it. So I don't know if he was asking for that, or just, play the first song you ever wrote, not knowing, I don't know. But I don't think he's here anymore. He probably felt ignored, and he left. Oh, thank you, Janelle. I'm pinning your comment. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm pinning your comment. And if you say something nice to me in the comments, I will, if I can, pin it. Sev, how are you? I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but it's good to see you. Where are you watching from? Those just joining. I'm Seth Hilary. I'm here performing original songs for you. Oh, Janelle, thank you for sharing the live. I don't know if you're still here. It's not showing your name anymore. It was showing your name up at the top. I don't know how this thing doesn't, I guess it's not so reliable. Mia, how are you? And Avery. From Turkey. That's so awesome. It's so good that there are people from all around the world here. But some of the songs, like the first 2 songs I did are kind of songs about the American political system. But actually, I guess the first one applies pretty much everywhere. Julissa, how are you? Grace, how are you? It's good to see you tonight. What should I do next? So I started off with 2 of these, kind of political, controversial songs. I could do more of them. Or I could totally switch gears, I could do a love song, or I could do a breakup song. Actually, my latest single I haven't done yet. That's it's a breakup song, but it's really also a song about healing. Or I could do what Dan asked, but he's not here anymore. I could do the first song I ever wrote. Most songwriters I know are ashamed of the first songs they ever wrote. But I was proud enough of mine that I decided to release it as a single this year, back in January. I was going through some old recordings. I was looking for this old demo. I reconnected with this songwriter that I wrote some songs with 30 years ago, and we lost touch, and I reconnected, and he didn't have a copy of the demo, and I thought I had it, but it wasn't on my computer. I thought I had it, so I said, I gotta go find. So I went back. I have all these old cassettes, and I looked through all these old cassettes, and while I was doing that, I came across recordings of some old songs, including the very first song I ever wrote. So I have this songwriter group that I go, we meet by Zoom once a week. So I decided to bring in, I didn't have a new song to share with them, so I decided to bring in this first song I ever wrote, and they were like, wow, you should release this as a single, it's still current. So I did. Maybe I should play it now that I've talked about it. Who wants to hear the first song I ever wrote? I wrote it while I was a student. I was actually in business school. I actually got my MBA, believe it or not. I have a Master's of Business Administration in marketing. And the worst thing is, marketing. Oh, thank you for liking the live. Yay! I feel like I'm not that good at marketing. That's probably why I got into songwriting. So, okay, I'm gonna play this. This is the first song I ever wrote. Again, I wrote it while I was in business school. There's a little story behind how I wrote it. I actually wanted to write songs for years. I had an older brother who was the musician in the family. And I didn't really start, really trying to play the guitar. I took some guitar lessons when I was 11, but, that didn't go very far. But I finally got a guitar when I was a junior in college. I kind of wasn't that serious, but, I'd play every once in a while. I learned some songs, and I kind of, every once in a while, I'd pull out the guitar and play these, Grateful Dead songs. I'm a big Deadhead. And, but my brother started writing song videos in high school. And I was always jealous because he played in the high school band, and his band was so popular. And we'd go to the high school dances. His band would be there, and I wasn't very popular in high school. Well, then there's my brother in the band, and his band was so popular that towards the end of the dance, they just people would just sit down and listen to the band play. They'd stop dancing. They'd just sit and listen to my brother's band. But then he started writing songs, and then I was so jealous. And finally, when I was 28 years old and I was in business school, I was talking to him on the phone, and he had just written another song, and I was like, I wish I could write songs. And he said, well, write one then. I'm like, honestly, I thought about writing songs before, but I had no idea how. But when he said that, I'm like, well, maybe I can just write one. I don't really. So I just, came up with 3 chords, the most 3 common chords, A, D, and E, the common chord. And I took this really standard, old rock groove. And I was like, what am I going to write about? And since it was my last semester in business school, and my heart was totally not in business school. And every conversation was like, how's your job search? So I'm like, okay, now I know what I got to write about. So here's the song I wrote. I packed my bags and I went off to school. It cost a lot of money, but I am no fool, because everybody knows that you need an education to find a good career and wealth accumulation. Now I'm graduating and I'm looking for work. Nobody wants to hire me, I feel like a jerk. I'm looking and I'm searching, all I get is bad news. I'll tell you what it is, I got the job search blues. I show up for the interview, I walk up to the desk, give my name, receptionist types in it and says, the boss will be here shortly, make yourself at home, relax and have a seat while I call him on the phone. Instead I'm getting nervous, the tension it's a mountain, my palms are getting sweaty, my pulse rate it's counting. I'm looking for rewards, but I'm paying my dues. I'm headed for another round of job search blues. A man comes down the hall, he shakes my hand. I hope he likes my grip, I hope he likes the way I stand. We go up to his office, I sit down in a chair, answer a few questions, then he gives me a stare. He says, I'm sorry, but you're not the one we're looking for. It's been nice meeting you, let me show you to the door. I don't know what went wrong, I'm still looking for clues. There's just no escaping from the job search blues. I get back home and there's a letter for me. The envelope said that it's from the company I spoke to last week. I thought I had a chance, so I opened it up. It said, dear applicant, we enjoyed meeting you. Thanks for taking the time to come here and see us. We think that you're fine. It's just that, well, you see, there's a lot of competition. We've hired someone else to fill the position. I fold the letter up, I add it to the pile with all the other things I've been saving all the while. I think about my friends who were making 50 grand, but I'm a sitting here without an offer in hand. I guess I should be busy looking through recruiting sites to find some more positions to which I can apply. But something deep inside me says I won't be abused. I expect another dose of the job search blues. My camera went rogue on me. Why did this happen? My camera just all of a sudden, it's supposed to, AI body tracking, and it just suddenly decided that my body is weird. Now that totally didn't work right. Okay, let's see if it can track my body. What is it doing? My camera is totally messed. Huh? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was just looking at the wrong. I was looking at the screen wrong. So now the camera is fine. The camera is doing what it is actually supposed to be doing. I just was looking at only half of a screen, so I was like, what the heck is going on here? Okay. So I'm Seth Hilary. For those just joining, thank you, Rayleigh, for liking the live. Thank you so much. I'm Seth Hilary. I am here sharing original songs. If you are enjoying my live, please don't forget to like, share, leave comments, and follow me. If you are not following me already, or subscribe, depending on what it's called, where you're watching from, because I am streaming in more than one place. I don't know if I should say that out loud, because then each platform will know that I'm not exclusive to it, and it might not like that. And it might tell people not to come, or it doesn't tell people not to come, but it may decide not to tell people to come, and that would be bad. And thank you to all of you who are tapping the screen. I really appreciate you. Liv, how are you? I saw Maria join for a minute ago, and now I don't see her anymore. Maria, are you there? Maria has been a faithful viewer. Unless it's a different Maria who uses the exact same font in her username, but I have a feeling it was the Maria. But I don't see her name anymore. Maria, if you're there, say hello. So, again, if you're just joining, and even if you're not just joining, I'm Seth Hilary. I'm Seth Hilary whether you're just joining or not. And I am here to share my original songs. I am a songwriter. Should I do my new single? I haven't done it yet. So, I can call it a breakup song, but it's really a healing song. Or I could save the song and wait and to see if somebody comes and requests it, because lately I'm so honored that people have requested my song. I always feel good when somebody requests one of my songs. I wish I could play my second song for you. The problem with I should admit this. I mean, I can admit it. Even that song I just played, the first few songs I ever wrote, I hadn't studied songwriting at all. I just didn't even know what I was doing. I just wrote this song, and then it was another 6 months before I wrote the next one. And then I went on this little spurt of writing songs. But the first 3 songs I ever wrote, the second one actually got played on the radio, believe it or not. Because I made recordings of the first 3. But when I went back to learn them again, I realized there are a lot of words and not a lot of space for breathing in those first songs. So now I craft my songs a lot better than the original ones. But the second song I wrote would kind of be fun to play. But it was really a thing of the period. I wrote it in 1980, I guess it was 84. There was this TV movie. Or maybe it was 83. There was this TV movie called The Day After. And it was kind of cheesy, but it was like it was about what would happen if there were in fact a nuclear war. So this was like the day after, the aftermath of this. And it was kind of cheesy the way it was done. But it still made a big impact. They really hyped the heck out of this movie. It was on ABC, TV movie, made for TV. And it made an impact on me. So I decided to write this song. But it was like, I know it's a weird thing to make fun of, but it was kind of a satire. And I mean, it seems so absurd to me that this could even be a thing. So I wrote this like satirical song called The Atomic Bop. Although any songwriter would tell you it should have been called Don't Blow Me Away. I wonder if I could even play. But you know, part of the song, we were in the Cold War, so there's a line about the Russians. I wonder if I can find this song. Oh yeah, but I don't have the chords. I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling fine. Got a beautiful sleep and it cleared my mind. But then I read the paper and I listen to the news, and the first thing you know, I'm feeling the blues. They're building more missiles and it makes me scared. They could blow us all to bits and still have plenty to spare. It's not that I don't trust them, I just gotta say, please, don't blow me away. Please, don't blow me away. Destroying the earth leaves us no place to stay. And I think that's a pretty hefty price to pay. So please don't blow me away. Yeah, seems like that's just 3 chords, but I don't know. I got the chords wrong because I haven't played the song in a million years. That's the first verse, more or less. But that actually got played on the radio in Boston, and I actually got a little write-up. There's a local music magazine called The Beat Magazine, and somebody from the magazine heard it, and they wrote, well, I wasn't using my current name, but I'll pretend I was. It said, "Be on the Seth Hilary alert." So anyway, you know, the third song I wrote was the one I used to go to play parties and stuff, and everybody would request this song. It was this really satirical song and very cynical on the business world. You know, I wrote that first song. I mentioned that my heart was totally not in the MBA thing. And then when I got my job, I got there and I was like, I just felt, I was so depressed, actually. I just didn't belong, you know? So I wrote this really satirical song, and everybody used to love this song. And I went back to learn it, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm so proud of that song anymore, because it just seems like way overly, you know, cynical. I wonder if I could play the first verse, I think. Oh yeah, sort of like a reggae. I leave my house each morning and I look just right. Got a suit that's gray and a shirt that's white. In my pocket is a comb and some gold cross pens. I drive an imported Mercedes Benz. My tie is silk and all my hair's in place. I got wingtip shoes and a brown briefcase. I look so good, everything is well planned. I'm a businessman. It gets really cynical from there. I don't want to play the whole thing, but that's the third song I ever wrote. So that's, you know, I found this other song. This is an old song. I wrote this before I went to business school. I was also really depressed. Like I told you, I was really depressed at that job, and I was there for 5 years, and I think I was like kind of depressed the whole time. And you know, and I was lonely. And I guess, you know, I had too many issues to actually have a real relationship, but I kind of wasn't really self-aware at the time enough to know that. But I'm going to play you this song because it's fun to sing. I wrote this in 1988. Stranger called love. So often I call out your name. Oh, stranger called love. You play a mysterious game. You brighten my heart, then you tear it apart, then you vanish off into the night. Oh, stranger called love. You don't know wrong from right. Stranger called love. I long for your tender embrace. Oh, stranger called love. You barely have shown me your face. I don't know where you live, but I know what I give. to sit in the light of your smile. Oh, stranger called love, come and stay for a while. Mystical, magical, stranger called love, will you be the savior that I'm dreaming of? Or are you no more than the thrill of the unknown? Oh, glamorous, dangerous, stranger called love, I've hoped and I've prayed to the gods up above, but night after night, still I lie here alone. Stranger called love, you bringer of joy and pain. Oh, stranger called love, so much to lose, so much to gain. The games that you play, the price that I pay, I still need to make you my friend. Oh, stranger called love, I'll find you in the end. Stranger called love, I'll find you in the end. So I wrote that, like I said, back in 1988. So of the songs that I perform in my live, those are the only two. The first one, the Job Search Blues, and that one are the only two that I still perform sometimes that I wrote before I went off to business school. But I have this other old song that I recently remembered about. I'm gonna do this one. This is kind of fun. So, when I finished business school, okay, now I'm out of business school. What do I do now? And actually I had moved to Los Angeles, and there was this organization called the Los Angeles Songwriter Showcase. And I actually still have my LASS t-shirt, but it's kind of wearing thin. It's probably on its last legs, but this is from 1992. I joined this thing. And they met once a week, and they used to have music publishers and producers coming in looking for songs. And I would play these songs, and my songs never got taken, ever, at one of these events. But then I found this other organization, and it was, it was advertised as the Songwriters Hall of Fame. There was a guy who was a hit songwriter he was from New York, and he came out to LA for several years just to teach songwriting, I guess representing the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So he became one of my early mentors, and he started a record label. And the idea was it was called Carheads Records, because he had this guy who was, he said it was his son. I don't know if it was really his son or not, but he used to do these drawings of cars. And it was just funny because my son, years later, my son got really obsessed and would do drawings of cars. For some reason, I never made that connection when my son was drawing those cars. But he was going to put albums out of car songs in different styles. So I really want my chance to get a song recorded. So I wrote 24 car songs, and I actually he did record 3 of them. And I wrote so many of them, I was sick of them. And I thought, I'm not writing any more car songs. I remember one night I was getting into the shower, and I'm like, I'm done writing car songs. And I hopped in the shower, and the first thing is I thought of this idea that I just had to write. And he would have recorded this one if he didn't shut down the label. But anyway, it goes like this. Babe, I used to make your motor run. And Johnny Hot Rod is making you hum. You overheat behind my back. Well, let me tell you what I'm driving at. Blow it out your tailpipe, baby. I won't be taking for a ride. If you think you're gonna keep me spinning my wheels all night, you can blow it out your tailpipe. You little Johnny keeps you out till dawn, fogging your windows, tooting your horn, while you're purring in his body shop. I won't be playing no traffic cop. Blow it out your tailpipe, baby. I won't be taking for a ride. If you think you're gonna keep me spinning my wheels all night, you can blow it out your tailpipe. We had a love-bound breakdown, but don't bother calling AAA. Taking a backseat to another man's a toll that I just won't pay. Blow it out your tailpipe, baby. I won't take you for a ride. If you think you're gonna keep me spinning my wheels all night, you can blow it out your tailpipe. If you think you're gonna keep me spinning my wheels all night, blow it out your tailpipe. So, I should learn a couple of these other car songs. I don't know, I had this, he did this like country album and a rock album, and I had like one song on the country album and two on the rock album. I thought about learning those, and I went back and looked at the country song, and I'm of mixed feelings as to how good it is. I mean, it was good enough for him to record, and then the rock songs, and he cut part out of the rock song, one of the rock songs. I guess I could go put it back in. I didn't like the edit he made. I wasn't there when he recorded it. But it was a pretty good song to begin with. I could try learning those and playing them. The rock songs are both pretty good. So, those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary, and I'm here sharing my original songs with you. Although the one exception is I can be sometimes talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover song, because I'm a big Deadhead and I listen to the Grateful Dead way too much. Almost every day. Then I get tired of them for a while, then I go off and listen to some other stuff for a while. But it usually isn't very long before I'm like, I gotta hear the Grateful Dead again. I don't know why. But that happens. That's just been me for decades. Now where's this? Okay. How come my chat disappeared over here? I must have hit something and my chat has disappeared. So let's see, what can we do? What can we do next? If anybody would have any preferences, please do let me know. And if I can oblige you, I will, given, keeping in mind that I'm here to share original songs. So please don't ask me to do, Billie Eilish or some other band like that. I do get requests for that sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know any Billie Eilish songs. And if I did, why do you want to hear me do Billie Eilish songs? Just listen to Billie Eilish. I see a lot of other creators on these platforms doing cover songs, and I guess I just heard a sound, which means something good probably happened. Let's see. Oh, Nabs! It says a few seconds ago. Oh, and Rabin followed 36 minutes ago. How come I didn't hear a sound when that happened? Oh, and thank you, Pam, for the follow. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Trav, hey! It's been a long time. I definitely remember you. I hope you're still here. I don't know how long ago that message came up on the screen. I wasn't necessarily watching the screen. I don't keep my eyes on the screen as often as I should, I guess. I should always have my eyes on the screen unless I'm performing, I guess. So I can see these messages and I don't miss them. But Trav, I hope you're still here. And if you have a request and you remember any of my songs that you want to hear, I also I haven't done my new single yet. I have some unreleased songs that I've started performing. I have an upcoming single. I haven't done that yet. I have mental health songs I haven't done yet. Let's see, what have I done? Have I done even a love song yet? have I done an actual love song? I don't think I have. Usually I start with a love song because it's always a good thing to start with. You know, when in doubt, start with a love song. You know, that's kind of one of those things. But I didn't do that today. So, I don't know if I should do my new single or just save it, because every once in a while, recently I've been getting requests for it. And if somebody comes in and requests it, and I've already done it, and well, you know, I don't want to do it twice, but I guess I can. There's no rule. Jam, how are you? I could do, why don't I? All right, let's do this little love song. Some of you may know this story. I literally wrote this in the shower in 5 minutes. Well, the words anyway. That's the short version of the story. And then I came downstairs the next morning and I wrote the music in it just came to me right away. I've never written a song so fast in my life. And I liked it enough that I released it as a single. So I'm going to play it for you. It was the goal was to write the simplest song I possibly could. So this is what I came up with. Just got one thing to say. It's nothing really new. The same as yesterday. I love you. I see your pretty face. A single thought comes through. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I hope you don't mind if I repeat myself. It's just that you can get to me like no one else. When you take my breath away, there's not much I can do. Just got one thing to say. I love you. There are times when I like to go on and on. Share a story, get a few things off my chest. Being with you right now, all those words are gone. There are only three that say it best. I love you. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I gotta rearrange my windows again. Something got messed up. Things keep getting messed up. I guess it's the chaos theory of the universe. Anna, how are you? Oh, now I once again. There we go. Is that Mir? Mir, how are you? So good to see you. Oh, I just undid what I did. If that actually makes any sense. So I'm Seth Hilary. I'm here sharing original songs with you. If you are enjoying my live, please like, share, leave comments. If you say something nice, and if I can, I will pin your comment and you'll become world famous around here. Hit that follow button or subscribe, whatever it's called, wherever you are. Smash the follow button or subscribe. And then if you want to support me, if you can see my live goal, that would be a totally awesome way to support me. Although any type of support, any support you want to send is totally appreciated. And what else? Oh yeah, I should mention I do this. My regular schedule is Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 to 10 New York time. I usually try to do songs for an hour. I have chronic fatigue, and that's why I can't always make it. And I don't know, maybe I should stop now. Now I don't know if it's really time to stop or just, this, as soon as I mention it, I start realizing, oh, I feel this fatigue. Maybe I should stop. But that might only be because I mentioned it and now I'm thinking about it. I mean, it's always there. I mean, it really is always there. When I go live, I always have to take a nap before I go live. And then when I start, oh, and thank you for liking the live. Let's see. Gage and Tatum. And Tatum, thank you for liking the live. It's so good to have you, and I really appreciate you. What am I saying? Beats, how are you? What am I saying? Oh yeah, and I always feel like, oh God, can I really go live? But whenever I go live, I start playing and I start talking and I kind of forget about the fatigue. And then, around this time of night, I start to become aware of it again. So I don't know if that means it's just creeping up on me or if it's just that, oh yeah, I'm reaching an hour, so now I'm thinking about the hour and the fatigue. So I don't know. It's really impossible to know. And there's something called post-exertional malaise that I want to avoid like the plague. I might already have it actually. Today was, I got up and I had to go back to taking a nap sooner than usual. I had a week or so where I was taking fewer naps than usual, but I may have overdone it. I don't know. And it's hard to tell whether I have post-exertional malaise or it's just the normal ebb and flow of the chronic fatigue. And I do have a song about that. I don't know if I should play it. I played it last time. Maybe I should play a song about how thankful I am. But this song kind of contradicts what I was just talking about because there is a line in it. I have two songs actually that have similar lines, and they're both very meaningful songs. But I mentioned that my body works okay, and one song it says my body works okay, and the other song says my body's working fine. And I guess it still is working okay, but I don't know if fine is exactly right. I mean, I'm still alive. I can still do many things. I can still do most things subject to the fatigue. So let's do this song of gratitude. And I like the song so much, I actually released it. It was originally called Not a Whole Lot. As you'll be able to tell from hearing it. You probably, if you heard it and didn't know, actually, the thing is, when I kept singing it, there was this one line that I liked so much that it stood out that I actually took it down from all those streaming platforms, got a new album cover with a new title, and I re-released it. And then I actually made merch out of this line because I liked it so much. I got this t-shirt that I wear and other items. It says, gratitude in a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? Excuse me. And that's a line from this song. And I am going, and you can get that on my website, by the way, where you can also stream and download my music. I don't talk about that enough. I should do more self-promotion. Or maybe I shouldn't do any. I'm just laying low. Got no place to go, but I've got time. I don't need a car. I've got my guitar and this song of mine. Maybe I should be bored just being these four walls. Maybe I could have more, but I'm fine living small. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going wrong, not a whole lot. Got gratitude and a heartbeat. What more do I really need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I like what I've got. I've had a bite to eat. Got two shoes on my feet and a place called home. My body works okay. Bills Maybe I could have more, but I could have a lot less. Maybe I can afford a little time with no stress. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going wrong, not a whole lot. Got gratitude and a heartbeat. What more do I really need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I like what I've got. There are crazy days that tire me out to the bone. It's fine sometimes if the world wants to leave me alone. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going wrong, not a whole lot. Got gratitude and a heartbeat. What more do I really need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I like what I've got. Gratitude and a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I like. So gratitude and a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? If you like that message and you want to share it and wear it, you can get the t-shirts or tote bags and coffee mugs with that line on there at my website, and the link should be in my bio. It's SethHilary.com or SethHilaryMusic.com. Actually, either one of those will work. I couldn't make up my mind, so I have both of them. Oh, thank you, A88, for the follow. And I'm Seth Hilary. Those of you just joining, I am sharing original songs with you. If you are enjoying my live, please don't forget to like, share, follow if you're not following me already, and leave comments. If you say nice things to me in the chat, I will pin your comment. You'll become world famous around here. You'll become world famous within the room, within the chat room. Bo, how are you? Izzy, how are you? So, I don't know how often I have to repeat that I'm Seth Hilary and doing original songs for you, because I don't know, people come and go, and Avery, how are you? I'm not sure how often people are coming and going, because I don't actually see all the messages that I discovered that some of the messages don't show up in the chat box, so I don't even see them. But if you are enjoying the live, please tap the screen. We're up to 4,300 likes. We get to 5,000. We get to see Superman will show up on the screen, a little animation, because you are super. You are also super. Thank you both for liking the live. You know, I have this song that I wrote like a year ago. I always see it, like, I have my songs listed here, and I always see this song, and I'm always tempted to play it. But I don't know if it's just like the satirical thing. And I don't know, it seems like maybe it's outdated. So, a couple of years ago, I guess, there was, or maybe it was a year ago, there was this trend going on about this, what was it, Sprinkle, Sprinkle? And these women talking about, it was very materialistic, and how to, avoid broke guys because you're a high value woman. It was also like putting material price on people. Like, it was also transactional, So I wrote a little satire on that. I haven't played this in like ages. I wonder if I should play it. Well, I'm not going to play it unless somebody asks for it. Especially now, because we're going on an hour. And I should play something good. I mean, that song's good, but I don't know if it's the best one. I should play. Now, I have not played my latest single yet, and we are at exactly 1 hour, and I'm kind of running short on my fatigue is catching up with me, so I should play my latest single for you, and maybe that's the last song. I always try to make it an hour. I always try to do songs for an hour, and if we can go over, that's totally awesome. And we're almost at 5,000 likes. Thank you for tapping the screen. We're so close. I should watch the screen because when Superman comes, I want to see him also. And there he is. We did it. I know I feel like that animation should move around more. It's not, but I don't have any control over that. So thank you, everybody, for tapping the screen. You're also super. You're also awesome and super. And now I forgot what I was going to do. What song was I going to do? Oh, yeah, my latest single. This is, we could call it a breakup song, or we could call it a healing song. I posted a video, and I feel like doing these two songs. I posted a video before I went live about how this song came about. And it was actually born from another song. And I played parts of both songs in this video. And I know I just said I probably can only do one song, but now I feel like doing both of them. So I'm going to play the song, the original song where I got the idea from. Okay, so the new song is called With Every Tear That Falls. And the hook line is a line in this old song, which I actually rewrote recently. But anyway, I'm just going to play that for you. Charged into the fire, so in love, I never could have known it would all blow up. But the hot nights and the fights, the begging you to stay, are just a hard luck tale to tell someday. Another war story of a brave and battered heart. Another blaze of glory, the changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down. Another war story from love's great battleground. Be hurt, but I'm standing tall. And here comes I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. That went into the new song. The struggle is to just give up and let go, and chalk it up as one more chapter closed. Another war story of a brave and battered heart. Another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down. Another war story from love's great battleground. The wound's gonna mend, I'll dare to love again. I'm gonna find the one that won't end. As another war story of a brave and battered heart. Another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. And you and me are history, a dream that got shot down. Another war story from love's great battleground. Another war story from love's great battleground. Wyatt, how are you? So that song was what led to my latest single. And thank you, be the best. Thank you for liking, love, and Caleb, how are you? And Bethany, how are you? It's so good to see you all tonight. I'm Seth Hilary doing original songs, and this may be the last song of the night, but it is my new single, which, as I said, could be thought of as a breakup song, or it could be thought of as a healing song, and this did come from that last song. The hook line of this was a line in that song, and I thought it should be its own song, and here it is. The waves of missing her keep rolling in. Her empty side of bed staring me down. I try to dry my eyes, but they fill up again. So I give in and let it all pour out. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. At first, I hit the bottle, but that didn't work. A rebound romance couldn't turn the tide. The one way to get through is just to feel the hurt. And bit by bit, I'm leaving her behind. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. At least I've begun to learn I'm tough enough to be a little weak, to soften up with every tear that falls. There goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. You know, I always forget to mention this. Every time I sing that song, I get to the second verse and the second line. That was actually, I believe, the last line that was the final line that finished the song. And I had to do a couple of rewrites, which is very common. And that's, you know, I think that's what separates the good songwriters from the not as good songwriters is rewriting. But so at first I hit the bottle. So I was talking about, the one way to get through is just to feel the hurt. So I thought, I should talk about other things that don't work. So, first I was, hitting the bottle doesn't work. And then, finding another, finding another person to try to make you forget the other person, on the rebound. So I thought, okay, how can I say that? So yeah, rebound romance. Well, that has alliteration. But then I had to also rhyme with behind. And, so I feel like a lot of songwriting, some of it has to do with luck in a way. Because I got to rhyme. And if it doesn't come to me right away, sometimes I'll think about the rhymes. But then you gotta. It's really a common and standard and necessary thing to go to a rhyming dictionary. And behind there's like pages and pages. But sometimes you go through the rhyming dictionary and you can see every word and none of them really. But anyway, I don't know if I even found this in the rhyming dictionary or I just thought of it without the dictionary. But I thought of "turn the tide," and I thought I love that. And the reason I love that line so much is because it fits perfectly. Like the first line of the song is "the waves of missing her keep rolling in." So I've got these waves already, and the tears, and so I thought "turn the tide" it fits so perfectly. So I've never mentioned before, but I really love that line for that reason. It just I could have said it a number of different ways, but "turn the tide" it just fit perfectly with the whole metaphor of the song. So it was like, what? So in a way, it's like, what luck! I found this word that fits perfectly. And sometimes that happens, but I guess I should give myself the credit for recognizing it. Sometimes something will come across and you either get it or you don't get it. So that's my little story of that song. Well, I have a lot of stories of that song. I've posted videos about stories of that song. There are a lot of stories behind that song, and I hope you liked it. And you can hear it. You can not only hear it, you can also, if you want to download the whole track, you can do that from my website, Seth Hilary, or SethHilaryMusic.com. But you don't even have to remember that, because we can see the link in my bio. That takes you there, and to all my. It's also on the streaming platforms, it's on Spotify, etc. So you can. And I have a Discord, and I'd love for you to join the Discord. Sometimes I post previews of the songs before I record them. Sometimes before I even perform them on my live. I put them on the Discord first. And actually, I should have it. I don't have it yet, but I will have a VIP platform dedicated. So the people who are subscribers, super fans, I guess they call them now. So the super fans will be the first to hear them. And then the rest of the people on the Discord will get to hear them. So anyway, the link for that is in my bio. Faith, how are you? It's so good to see you. That reminds me of another unreleased song that I don't know if I should play anymore. I really, the fatigue, I gotta probably lie down. I should check my other chat window. I have to cover up. No chats. Nothing in this chat stream. There was chat before and it all disappeared, so I must have hit something that cleared the window. Well, there's an I. There's an information little thing there. What does this say? Uh-oh. That could have been a mistake. Oh. I never saw this. Oh, they can't post comments? What? It tells me, why are they not allowed to post comments? I've seen people, it says Instagram can't post comments or read. No read. That's weird. I could swear I'm live over there. And it looks like I'm live there. And I have seen comments there. I don't get many there, but I do see them sometimes. But it's telling me that comments are not allowed there. And I don't know why that would be. And it's also telling me on the platform with K, no comments. But I know that's not true because people from there have posted comments tonight. So this, information is wrong. I know it's wrong. That's weird. Okay. I hate when the app tells you stuff that is wrong. It's flat out wrong. Oh, thank you for the follow. And Chef Kyle, how are you? Follow, it's an emoji, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but thank you so much for the follow. And everybody, if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to like, share, follow, leave comments. And if you want to support me, if you can see my live goal, that is a totally awesome way to support me, but not the only way. And any way you want to send support is totally appreciated. You can also, do that there are links on my profile that go there. And also on my website, you can download my songs. It's name your own price starting at free. You can get my artist merch. What else? What else is there? Well, also you can sign up for the Seth Heads newsletter if you go to my website. So yeah, I said that. Name your own price starting at free. You can download the songs, and then you can have them with you wherever you go. And hopefully you like my songs and you want to hear them. Even when you're not connected to your computer, you can hear them. If you do that, if you go to my website and download them. So, I don't know, anybody have anything they want to chat about before I end the live? Any questions you want to ask me? Any non-troll questions you want to ask me? Actually, even a troll question would be, you're not supposed to engage with trolls, but sometimes if I can say something funny, I'll break that rule. So, but real questions are better than troll questions, of course. And now I am just noodling. Oh, Charlie, how are you? So I'm now noodling on my guitar and talking. So this is what I now call yap music. I'm playing yap music. I would love to do more songs for you, but the chronic fatigue is a thing, and I'm afraid of getting post-exertional malaise. I might have already overdone it. I don't know. Or maybe I can do it for another hour and still not get post-exertional malaise. I don't know. I was going to say something, and then I forgot what I was going to say. That happens a lot. Oh yeah, my schedule. I should be mentioning this throughout the live, but I do this Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 to 10 New York time. Oh, user, welcome. And oh my, Ashma Gosh was here. I don't know if Ashma Gosh is still here, but if you are, welcome. So I'm Seth Hilary. I do original songs, again, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays from 9 to 10 New York time. And also, sometimes if I have time and energy, I will jump in for an unscheduled live, which is usually shorter. But I like doing those. And, the schedule is also subject to change, depending on me and you. If more of you are available at a different time, then I would, and if I'm also available at that same time, if the mutual availability happens to be maximized at a different time, other than Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 to 10, then I will adjust my schedule accordingly. And the only way to know that, really, unless you all tell me, people can jump into the Discord server and tell me, I want to see you live at this time, and if I get enough of those, maybe I'll change the schedule. But the only other way to know would be to experiment and try going live at different times. Although I'm limited to later afternoon because of my fatigue. I usually am not out of bed till 1 or 2 in the afternoon. A couple of days ago, I didn't get out of bed till 3:30. I could set an alarm, but I feel like I don't want to set an alarm. I got to sleep. My body is telling me you got to sleep. So, Bowie, welcome. So, these notifications are not coming into the chat window. I see 2 emojis, but my eyes are not as good as they used to be, so I can't tell what emojis they are, but welcome. They are, what kind of face is that? I don't even know what to call that emoji, but welcome. I'm Seth Hilary. I'm a songwriter. I share original songs. Antonius. So if you like, an Ale or Ali, if you like hearing new songs, discovering new songs, you're in the right place. Although I'm probably done doing songs for the evening because of my chronic fatigue. I have long COVID, and I have to keep mentioning that because people keep coming and going, and not everybody heard it the first time. And I do have a song about that I sometimes perform. I always hesitate to perform that song because I was like, who wants to hear about this? But then when I play it, I've actually gotten requests for it, or people tell me they really like it. So I guess people like it. But that song, you can also hear that on my website or on Spotify, etc. It's called Long Haul because long COVID is sometimes also known as long haul COVID. And, writing that song was a little bit of a challenge because at first, I decided, I do this a lot. I take my struggles, whether they're long COVID or mental health or whatever, and I try to write songs out of them. And I usually want to have the songs, one of the overriding themes is finding a way to move forward. So I decided I want to write a song about this. And my first challenge is how do I talk about long COVID? Because the word COVID is just like an ugly word to put in a song. It's hard to imagine singing the word COVID. So I thought, well, what can I say instead? And the word virus came out. That's even worse, I think. So I had to write the song without using either one of those words. But, as a songwriter, that's something I feel like I ought to be able to do that. And of course, I did do it. And it's better without doing it. And so anyway, the song called Long Haul. I tried to see if there was some long COVID organization who might want to use the song somehow. But I couldn't find, I found a couple of organizations and I emailed them and one of them didn't. And the only one that emailed me back said they don't have any use for a song. But, I thought the song is validating and supportive of other people going through something similar. So that was important to me. But the organization didn't have any use for it, so. So I am so glad you've all been here tonight. I don't know, maybe I should just kind of wind this down. I guess I am sort of winding it down in my own way. But sometimes my wind down takes a long time. Because, I actually hate ending the lives. I know I have to end them because I gotta lie down, I got this fatigue, I gotta lie down. River, how are you? So I should be winding down the live. I should probably start ending it. I'm streaming on 4 different apps. So I should probably end them one at a time, starting with the one where there are the fewest number of viewers. And that would be this one. This is an app. When I don't like to say the names of the platforms because, the AI algorithms are always listening in. And if you start saying the name of another platform, they might penalize you. So I, talk about the platform whose name sounds like a clock. And the platform starting with the letter Y. Those are where the most number of viewers are. But when the clock platform, there was was going to be banned. And nobody knew whether this platform was going to be operating anymore. So I have this live agency. It's called Talenture. They're really great. If you're a creator, by the way, and you need a live agency, check out Talenture. And maybe they're watching now. And if they are, they can hear me saying nice things about them. But any questions there about what's going to happen? What's going to happen? So they said, well, don't worry, we have a backup plan. So there's this other app. And it's only streaming. It's no videos. So I don't know how to grow a follower. It's a weird app. It's a vertical app and it's a streaming app. It starts with the letter F. And again, there's no videos. And it's just people hanging out and chatting with each other. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do on this app? I got on there and I tried chatting with a few people, but most of them are these young people, and here comes this old guy, and nobody wants to chat with me. And anyway, I'm here to share my music with you. So I have an account there, and I stream there, but since I don't have too many followers there, and I don't really know how I'm supposed to use this app, other than hoping people will stumble upon my stream, there aren't so many viewers there. But I still stream there just in case, because every once in a while people do come and actually sometimes people even leave comments or send gifts. So I figure I might as well keep streaming there because it doesn't hurt anything. But that's the first place that I'm going to end the live, because let me see, there are usually like only a handful of people watching during the whole time I'm live, and it's going to tell me how many viewers I had. It looks like there may be one person there now, but if they are, they haven't said anything. But it's showing like one viewer. Let's see. Is it going to tell me a name? What happens if I click on this? Something happened. Now it went away. All right. Well, I'm going to end the live. It'll tell me how many viewers were there. A total of 5. Oh, wow. That's less than usual even. Okay. So now we've got this other app that is actually a very similar to the clock app. That I don't know what's going to happen with this app either, because it's been bought by right-wing billionaires. So I'm going to end there. If I can't see the live chat window, try switching to game windowed mode. Okay. But I'm going to end the live here. So good night. Thank you for being here. Hey, Haley, how are you? So I just ended it. Oh, I actually received gifts there, but I didn't see the messages on my screen. So I didn't thank the people. I really hate that. If somebody sends me, some love, I want to thank them. And somebody sent me something there, and I totally didn't get to see it. Let's see, who's the top gifter? Well, I should send that person a message, I guess. So anyway, now I'm going to end on all of the other platforms that I'm using. There's an app called Streamlabs, and this puts me through the platform with a Y, the horizontal platform with a T, the platform with a K, the meta platforms. So I'm going to end the live there. Thank you all for being here. Join me again. I go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 to 10 p.m.